within 1 week, I was going to meet a tall, dark, handsome fella, and exactly 1 week later, I met Roger. The other guy didn't show up.
I heard that, Porky. That's all, folks.
That was good. Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new, welcome. My name is Mike, and today we are watching the Carroll Burnett Show, Part 2. I gotta say that I really enjoyed the first 4 episodes. There's not an episode that I didn't like. There's just certain parts of it that I really didn't, jive with, and that was kind of self-evident in the 3rd episode when I was editing it, but I laughed more than I thought I would when I went back and edited it and stuff like that. But I'm kind of new to introducing like the second part of videos because I usually just do movies, so I'm not sure exactly what to say in the intro. With that being said, guys, I don't know what the response is to the first video because I'm basically recording this right after uploading the first video for this show. So there's gonna be kind of a lag between what you guys tell me and when this actually gets made, or since it's getting made right now. But hopefully I can kind of get you guys' feedback on the very, very first 4 episodes, and you guys can kind of give me direction on how you want these intro sequences to go, because like I said, this is the first time that I'm actually doing a movie, or not a movie, but a TV show, and trying to do the second intro for the second video for this series. So without any further ado, guys, let's just hop into the next part of this, which is going to be episode 5, 6, and 7.
I think we've got a real good show for you tonight. Our guests tonight are Lainey Kazan.
Lainey Kazan. Just a cool name. Lainey Kazan.
Miss Imogene Coca.
And Imogene Coca. Interesting names, to be honest with you. Never heard of them.
Where did I find Lyle? We auditioned a lot of fellas and everything.
A lot of fellas.
Came in and picked him. Because he's traveling music.
Didn't know that was what it was called. Traveling music.
When did you learn to write something like that?
Well, let's see. What time is it?
Oh, get out.
Like 3 minutes ago.
Show me how you do it.
Well, look, here, I'll hold you. First of all,
Oh, all right.
put your foot on the bottom pedal there and put all your weight on it. Put your foot on the bottom pedal. All right. All your weight on it. Let me hold you.
Yeah, it's a trick to get on it.
Sure, this is the way you become tall, dark, and handsome? Let me go.
No!
Yeah!
No.
Yeah! Yeah!
I'll give him this. He at least attempted it. VIP is back.
Bert Parks crowns another Miss America. But what does Miss America do during the rest of the year?
That's a good question about the Miss America. What they actually do. Although if I think about it, I bet I could actually figure it out.
Here I am, Miss America. Here I am, your ideal. I have traveled the length and breadth of our great nation.
You're being interviewed on television.
Oh, am I getting paid for it?
Of course.
In cash or another lifetime supply of home permanents?
Well, actually, we're going to give you a college scholarship.
What good is that? I were a high school dropout.
The competition is so fierce during the contest. Do the girls remain friendly?
Are you kidding? There were 3 attempts on my life by Miss Congeniality alone.
I remember you now. You were the baton twirler.
Yes, I won the talent contest.
How?
This must be a very busy year for you.
I have traveled the length and breadth breath of our great nation from the rock-bound coast of Maine.
I think I heard that once.
You're lucky. I've heard it 1,000 times.
That's how you're able to memorize it and say it.
What did you win when you became Miss America?
A complete wardrobe, a television set, a year's supply of deodorant, and an LP of Burt Parks singing the Miss America theme. I wanted to be a brain surgeon.
Yeah, I don't think that was the right vocation for you.
I plan to follow in the illustrious footsteps of most of the other Miss Americas.
And do what?
Never be heard of again.
That is kind of true. How often do you actually, hear from him again?
I wonder what kind of coffee this is.
Cassidy's coffee served exclusively.
Has a great taste. I'm going to pick some up on my way home.
I'm with an advertising agency, and we're doing a commercial for Cassidy's Coffee.
How do we know he isn't a phony? You know, one of those guys that goes around trying to pick up beautiful girls.
Yeah.
Promising to make them stars.
Right over there is our camera. We overheard everything that you said about Cassidy's Coffee. You see, this table is bugged.
Bugged?
Yeah.
Yep.
Salt shaker? It's not really a salt shaker. It's a microphone. See the cord?
Oh, no! Is it a microphone?
Testing 1, 2, 3, 4.
Imagine me on television. Can't you just see my husband sitting at home watching his favorite program, and suddenly there I am on the screen. Can you get this commercial on Captain Kangaroo?
I don't think I know that's not the way that works.
What would you like me to say?
What would you like us to say? I'm in this too, Mildred.
Well, yeah, just say what you said before. It was very natural.
This ought to be good.
Just forget that 80 million people are watching you, okay? Action!
Her face.
Wouldn't it be better if I took the first line?
I said I could do it.
Cassidy Coffee commercial, take 2.
My, this coffee tastes delicious.
Not so sexy.
My, this coffee tastes delicious.
That's it.
Cassidy Coffee commercial, take 3. Action! Wait for action!
She's good at that physical comedy again.
My, this coffee tastes delicious. Just kill myself.
She said that good. I have a suggestion. Why don't I take the first line? It will give her confidence if she hears it done correctly.
Ooh.
I have had experience in the theater.
The only experience you ever had in a theater was in the last row of the balcony.
That's a lie. I was in a play that our church group put on.
And 50% of the audience turned atheist.
Please, I'm running out of time, film, and patience.
My dead coffee. Taste delicious.
Of course, we had to get a pie in there somewhere. It wouldn't be a coffee shop without a pie.
Will you get these clowns out of here? This is the last time I work with...
Bonnie and Clyde.
Who is it?
It's your husband.
Come in.
I'm surprised I didn't fall over then.
Boy, this weighs a ton. What's in it?
All the usual. My wallet, my car keys, brass knuckles, blackjack, my 38, my 45.
Here, what's this?
My deodorant.
You told me you went to work.
That's my mask.
Yeah.
How'd it go at the bank today, honey? Was it a really big haul?
Not that much.
$4.20.
From a bank job?
I didn't do the bank job today.
Why not?
Because I'm stupid.
That's gonna take a long time to answer.
I get to the bank at exactly 10:17, and you know what?
What?
It's Sunday.
Well, then where'd you get the $4.20?
I hit a parking meter. I used to be one of the 10 most wanted men in the country. Look at me now.
Remember the 3 old men you mugged in the park?
Yeah, what did I get out of it? 2 canes and a hearing aid.
At least you're putting something away for our old age.
Age?
Don't
What do you
I
mean,
love
old
you?
Bonnie, would you do me a favor? Get off my back.
That's funny. Get off my back and get off my bag.
Tell you, I'm not in the mainstream of crime. It's ripping me apart.
Oh, Claude, don't do that.
Bonnie.
Because I love you.
Bonnie,
Don't you understand that?
Baby, I love you too, but do me a favor. Stop rocking. I'm getting sick.
Sick and almost choked him out.
Friends, all my friends, they steal Cadillacs and Lincolns for their wives. What do I steal?
I love my Edsel.
Don't know what an Edsel is. Is it like a Prius?
Sometimes I think I'm just an ordinary, decent human being.
Don't you ever say
I'm gonna go straight, get myself an honest job. I won't forget that right either, baby.
You're all right. It was a left.
Oh.
It was the left.
Giving me new strength.
You're okay.
I'm okay. If it wasn't for you, I really wouldn't know how really mean and rotten I could be unless I really tried. No more robbing candy stores for pennies.
Yeah.
Candy stars.
I'm gonna be tough.
Get tough.
Oh,
Get
am I
really
gonna be
tough.
tough, baby? Yeah. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go up to the clerk
What are you
and I'm
gonna
gonna say, reach!
Oh, that's it. That's it. That's
Just in
good.
case he's gonna yell, I'm gonna give him a little muscle. And then a little more muscle. Just to make sure that there are no witnesses, you know what I'm gonna do?
What?
I'm gonna let him have it.
Let him have it.
Yeah.
Let him have it. Oh, me and my big mouth.
You encourage me, I'm gonna go out and rob banks, knock off jewelry parlors, trucks, payroll, everything. After you've gone, I'm gonna find myself a beautiful, gorgeous chorus girl. Yeah, a big, beautiful blonde. And I'm gonna show emeralds and diamonds and furs, so everybody knows that she's my girl. She belongs to me.
That was good. He had good timing.
Are there any questions anybody would like to ask for? Did I ever wear braces?
I did not have to wear braces.
They didn't work. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. One time I wore a retainer when I was 25 years old, 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
I wore one of those things they put up in the roof of your mouth, and then they put the rubber band. And it worked a little bit because my lower teeth used to be up here.
That was actually pretty good and pretty funny.
I'll let y'all meet her because we haven't had a chance really to talk to her. Vicky?
Yeah, we haven't talked to Vicky yet so far.
She's a little nervous because she's never had to come out just time. She doesn't know what she's going to say or anything.
Picking your nose. Not really.
How old are you? I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know.
Hello. Dr. Jekyll's residence. Mrs. Jekyll speaking. The good doctor has been working dreadfully hard lately. He's experimenting in a revolutionary new field of medicine. Acid indigestion. Yes, he's just a burp away from a breakthrough.
That was good and a good accent, but also, wow.
It's been an excruciating day. Operations, emergencies.
Oh, you poor dedicated darling. Well, now you can relax in the bosom of your family. Such as there is. Mummy has a marvelous evening planned. You and I could go upstairs, and Mummy could turn down the lights and turn on the Victrola, and perhaps you could take my blood pressure.
I might give you a complete checkup. To relax me, though, first I think I'll have a little drink.
It turns him into Mr. Hyde.
To us, my beloved, and may we enjoy better things through chemistry.
That was good.
That hit the spot.
Now, Henry, look at you down there rolling all over the floor in your new suit. Oh, Henry, stop that howling. How could you do this to me? Sorry is not enough.
Furry.
Henry, I know you want your din-din. Come along. Come along. Heel, Henry, heel. Heel. Quit, you're drooling all over the carpet. Henry, quit wolfing your food down like that. You'll be up all night howling with heartburn.
Something tells me that this has happened before.
Don't go out again tonight. No, Henry! Oh, Henry! At least you could have shaved. Oh, I don't know whether to see a marriage counselor or a veterinarian.
How about both? What if you could get both? They were a veterinarian and a therapist.
That's a Frobisher.
I've been in Africa practicing dentistry amongst the cannibals.
Oh, any luck?
Well, I didn't get them to give up cannibalism, but they are brushing up for every meal. All right, where is he? Where's your husband? Where is the good Dr. Jekyll?
He wasn't himself tonight, so he retired into his laboratory.
Oh, really, Cynthia? Are you sure?
What do you mean?
I mean, when I drove up here, something jumped out of the bushes and started chasing my carriage and snapping at my wheels.
Snapping?
Yes.
Snapping? I can't do it. Snapping?
Oh, I've tried everything, Cecil, but you know how he gets when he starts drinking, and I can't even get him to go to obedience school. Cecil, what can I do?
I'll tell you what you can do. You can leave this house of evil and come away with me.
Cecil, what are you saying?
I love you. I've always loved you. Marry me, Miss Cynthia. I'll give you everything, furs, diamonds. I'll even cure your overbite.
That's why that's important.
I can't. He loves me. He needs me. Oh, yes, Henry. Mommy hears you.
Mommy hears you?
Yes.
Oh, Cynthia, this is so sick.
It's not so sick, Cecil.
But remember two things.
What?
I'll always love you.
And?
Vote against fluoridation.
I don't know what that is. Fluoridation. If I heard it correctly, that is.
If you can't lick them, join them.
Oh, that hit the spot.
I don't know who that was, but the cackle seems kind of familiar.
I see soon begins bewitching me.
I don't know how much of this I can play.
A look your smile can't disguise is saying so much more than just words can ever say. How long I have waited just to love you. A look that time can't erase.
She does have a beautiful voice.
Let's take a lover's vow and then seal it with a kiss so deep in your eyes. Won't let me go.
That was good.
In a few moments, we will be bringing you this live telecast of the murder trial of this century. Debonair man about town, Rodney Harrison. Mr. Harrison's defense attorney is the well-known successful criminal lawyer, the eminent trial practitioner, Clarence Sparrow.
I don't think it's gonna go well.
Assistant District Attorney for New York County, Harriet Hangham.
All please sit.
Yeah, it would be nice if you actually made sure that the chair was actually behind you.
Time and you are fired, nephew or no nephew.
Her voice sounds very, very familiar. Very familiar.
The state will prove that on the night of July 10th, the defendant did indeed and in fact intentionally and with malice of forethought
Talk plain, talk plain.
brutally strangle.
That's pretty plain.
The state will prove that beyond a shadow of a doubt that Rodney Harrison is guilty of this terrible crime. Only find you guilty, but will send you to the electric chair. And if not you, the defendant.
Are you ready, Mr. Sparrow? Mr. Sparrow.
That would be a no.
Sparrow! What? Your opening remarks.
My what?
Opening remarks. The opening fly.
The court would like to hear your opening statement.
Your Honor!
you kind of need to have one.
I've heard of the defense resting, but this is
That was good. Defense wrestling.
You want to set me back to my chair?
And that she did.
As my first witness, and with the agreement of the defense counsel, that old fool rolling around over there, I call...
She broke character.
Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy, oh. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Ooh, more.
Take a cold shower.
Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
By the power vested in me, I now pronounce us man and wife.
Mr. Harrison!
That was good.
Did you murder your wife?
No.
Would you like a recess? We could play in the yard.
I object!
To what?
The defendant wants to teach that man was descended from the monkeys. He has every right.
Reference to the Scopes trial.
Where are you going to be on the night of October 23rd?
Oh.
I'll be there. It's my duty to warn you that no matter what you say, I may be held against you. I plead temporary insanity. I'm crazy about it.
I object, Your Honor!
And stop talking about my honor.
Because you have none?
In the interest of justice, I have decided to handle the defense of this innocence.
Okay. Wow. That's a lot.
He's not innocent.
Neither am I. What happened on the night that you did not murder your wife?
As I approached my driveway, I saw a one-armed man run out of my house.
What was he wearing?
A sleeveless sweater.
I object!
There goes Big Mouth again. I direct that the defendant be confined to my chambers for 30 days.
And I say he should get the chair!
I'm the judge, and I say he gets the sofa.
Something a little bit different than the usual song. Last 4 episodes, or I'm sorry, last 5 episodes had a song at the very end. Nice to see that they're kind of switching it up a little bit.
Welcome to our show. We have a wonderful show for you tonight. I think our guests are the lovely and talented Diahann Carroll. We're quite thrilled because tonight we have the man who was the original star of Man of La Mancha, Mr. Richard Kiley.
Don't know the name of that show. Never heard of it.
And my good neighbors from across the hall, the Smothers brothers. Am I wearing a wig? Don't be silly. Would I wear this? I wouldn't wear this one if it was a wig. Yes. Do I like mod clothes? I love mod clothes. Yes, I must say.
I don't know what that is.
When I was a little girl, we had hoop skirts and things like that. Yes, I did think of getting Anne Margaret on the show, and then we thought, well, maybe we wouldn't because she and I are too much alike, you know.
I know who Anne Margaret is. Like, I've heard that name, but I don't know what she's famous for.
How do you keep fit, Lyle?
Well, I don't do a whole lot. Lately, I've been running a couple miles a day.
With me chasing him. To kind of improve my entire
My entire me.
One of the most healthy things you can do is just deep breathing exercises.
Deep breathing?
Hmm?
What do you do?
Well, it's simple. You just stand straight.
Yeah.
Take a deep breath. Throw your chest out.
And I just did it.
Go ahead. Take a deep breath.
You know what I really would like, though? It would be taking an inch off my waist.
What is your weight?
25.
Your hips?
They're about 36 and a half.
So we did find out her measurements.
Carroll, I think probably the best exercise for your waist would be just regular twists.
Regular twists?
Twisting, yeah.
Well, what do you do?
Haven't you ever heard of twist and shout?
Not mine, yours.
Oh.
Most of the exercises that I do are for men, you know, like lifting weights.
Oh, can you pick up 125 pounds?
Sure.
Good, pick me up after the show.
That was good. She is quick-witted. I'll give her that.
Chankaracharya, Kashmir, high up in the Himalayan mountains, Mia Farrow, Shirley MacLaine, and the Beatles have recently come here to meditate at the feet of the profound Indian mystic.
Didn't one of the Beatles become, switch religions, basically? Became, like, Hindu or something?
Yogi, could you come out, please?
I'm gonna be impressed if it's Yogi Bear.
Perhaps you could tell me a little bit about the spot you people of the East seem to have on your foreheads.
Well, that is a symbol of our individual sect. Here in Kashmir, we call it the sect symbol.
Could you tell me which sect do you belong to?
A nun.
But you have a spot on your forehead.
That's where I keep my bubble gum.
Now, you teach a method called transcendental meditation to your disciples. Is that true, Yogi?
It is that.
It is that.
Yeah, what is transcendental meditation? It is that.
It is that.
I am that, you are that.
And we are all that. And that's that, he said.
Everything that is that. Everything that isn't, that is this. So obviously, everything is either this or that. That is much better.
I guess that's it.
No, it is something else. That's the leftovers from this and that.
It is I, Pepper Grinder, star of Motion Pictures.
Fantastic.
Need for tranquility and inner emotional security, and I cannot find this in Hollywood.
Hollywood. How could you find it there?
Wow, that's kind of a cool effect on the camera. Now I know it's due to the, equipment and stuff, but it's kind of interesting that it's doing this weird effect even though it's not intentional.
Speak to me, fantastic painted woman of the West. Let the tinsel and glitter fall from your mouth.
They think of me only as a sex pot.
Enough, my child. The answer is in transcendental meditation.
Are you meditating?
This terrible headache. You must get into the Lotus Yogi position.
The Lotus Yogi position.
Position. The way she said it.
Now put your left foot on your right thigh.
I pledge allegiance.
This one done.
This one done.
Your right foot on your left thigh. At the same time.
Watch it. Oh, Yogi.
Wow, the sound effects.
Now close your eyes. Let your mind drift. What do you feel?
Pain!
Pain. I like the way she delivered that. Pain!
Tell you one thing.
What?
You're no Ringo Starr.
So I was right, because Ringo Starr is part of the Beatles.
Are you still on that astrology kick? I don't believe anything you read in those astrology charts.
You don't believe anything you read unless it's a menu.
Her sign is Leo the Lion.
You're wrong already. Her sign is Porky the Pig. Show her, Chris. Put the apple in your mouth.
I think it would be kind of wrong if I actually said I wanted to see that.
That within 1 week, I was going to meet a tall, dark, handsome fella, and exactly 1 week later, I met Roger.
The other guy didn't show up.
I heard that, Porky.
That's awful.
That was good.
Well, don't you want to know where your sun and moon are?
I already know. I've got the sun in the morning and the moon at
Roger! Please, you can't go!
That was good. I like that scream.
You're a Virgo, and the signs say it's dangerous for a Virgo to go out tonight. Look!
It's more dangerous if he stays here.
Those charts, you see, it's dangerous for me all the time.
Why?
First rule of astrology, a Virgo should never marry a weirdo.
If you go out, I'll worry myself sick.
You are sick. Maybe you worry yourself well.
You're gonna have an accident.
I won't have the accident.
What did I say? What did I just say?
No, please!
Now he can't go out.
I'm getting out of here. I'm going, and I don't want to hear any more about it, Carroll.
You're not leaving.
Oh, I forgot that. A lot of guys probably had, coats and suits and stuff to actually replace.
At least out there I have a chance.
It can only mean one thing. You're gonna have an accident.
It's gonna have an accident if he stays here. like I said.
I'm getting angry.
Because you weren't before.
If you won't leave me out the front door, I'm gonna go out the back door. Good night!
Finally, it happened to him. We're starting to see some running gags, which is good because the show needs running gags.
Witches, ghosts, and goblins appear. Scariest night we've ever seen. Just right.
I like that song though.
Haunted house that everyone's afraid of. No, never go again. No, in what order are we gonna enter the house? Alphabetical order. Shut up, Zelda.
Are you gonna do it by first name or last name? I really like the cinematography.
Now that we're inside the house, we might as well go.
We might as well go home.
Nothing we should fear in here. Suppose some ghosts appear in here.
Yeah. I like this segment right here.
Next time we will not be scared. Next Halloween we'll be prepared. We'll cross our hearts and pinky swear. No matter what goes on in there, no matter what or why or when, we won't be scared again.
I really like that outfit.
I'm so glad we had this time together.
And we're back to the original outro, which is the original song.
Comes the time we have to say so long.
Alright guys, that was episode 5, 6, and 7. 5 being my least favorite episode. 7 being my favorite episode. I did like kind of different changes that they made in these episodes. Just kind of mixing it up with some music and stuff like that in the middle. You actually get like a full song. I think some of the songs were 3 minutes long, but I really did like the song in episode 6, and then I did like the theatrical performance of the song in episode 7. It felt like I was watching a play, or actually going to the theater to actually see a play. I've seen a couple plays and that sort of thing, but it's not something that I regularly do. But I have been to a couple plays, most notably probably Wicked and West Side Story, are the two that come to mind off the top of my head that I have seen, but that was many, many years ago. We're talking late teens, so it's been a minute. Yeah, I actually do enjoy going to the theater. I don't do it a whole lot, but it just kind of reminded me of that with the last episode and stuff. I mentioned it in the reaction in written form, but I didn't really talk about it at all. I didn't like say it out loud, but I noticed in the editing that Carroll has like a signal to basically cue the music when she gets done with her song. I've noticed this the past couple, like the last 2 times that I've been editing, is she'll pull her ear to let them know that go ahead and start the closeout music and stuff like that. It's just something that I noticed and something that I wanted to kind of bring up in conversation, that sort of thing. and I just noticed it, and I just thought I'd bring it up. Um, I'm really starting to like Roger, the guy who plays Roger in these sister and Carroll Burnett's sister, and basically their skits. I think they work well off each other, and they're really a good foil for each other. I like the banter back and forth, and just I think the show's at its best when it's the kid sister and Roger on screen. At least for me, that's my favorite part of the show is when we get those skits with those two. Just because they work so well off each other. I really do like the VIP stuff with Miss America and stuff. Um, but it is, at least to me, it's kind of true that once they win Miss America, we don't hear from them again, and that sort of thing. And honestly, I don't know how somebody becomes Miss America besides, doing a talent show, but where do you even find, these beautiful women and gorgeous women and stuff like that? So it's just kind of a mystery to me, that sort of thing. Um, Probably my least favorite skit would have had to been Bonnie and Clyde, just because I didn't picture Clyde ever having, uh, doubts. And I know this is played for comedy, and if you know the history of Clyde, you would assume that it would be more likely be Bonnie than Clyde if you actually, delve into like the documentaries and stuff about the adventures of Bonnie and Clyde and escaping police and all that stuff. Just kind of interesting there. Um, I would be more interested in watching it, watching it again, but doing something different with those two characters. And yeah, that's kind of the downside of knowing the personalities and what they went through, and that sort of stuff. Just knowing the history of Bonnie and Clyde kind of ruins the sketch if you know the history behind it. At least for me. I really like the um Jekyll and Hyde skit. I really do. I really like the accent she put on, and I liked the jokes in there. Um, I just really did. I really didn't like the courtroom um, skit. I didn't like the first half. I didn't really care for the jokes, even though I thought they were funny or smile jokes. Until we got to the end with Phyllis, Diller, and basically what I'm calling the defendant, and basically all the sexual references that went into that. That's when it started getting better for me, just because they were able to do a lot more physical comedy. At least Phyllis Diller was able to do a lot more physical comedy. So that was that's what kind of saved this skit, was the very end, not the beginning. Because in the beginning I was kind of bored, and I guess I was just bored with the setup, and that at the end it kind of saved itself. But those are what I thought of the skits in this one. I know I didn't talk about the coffee shop. I thought the coffee shop one was okay. Wasn't anything that I hadn't seen before, and I even mentioned the pie thing because the pie thing is such a iconic staple of doing that setup that even I know, because other people have done it, other shows have done it, and so I did actually enjoy like the towards the end of it when they're both arguing and trying to do that last take. Each of them tried to do their last take, or did their last take, and then we got to the friend who, I'm blanking on the name, but I think she had kind of the most funny one of all, just because she kept roasting Carroll for not nailing the first line, and then to her, and then when she got her chance, she kind of messed it up too, and I was kind of surprised to actually see Carroll laugh at her co-star in this scene. So it was, like I said, seems like the skits that took a while to set up, and you know where it's going. Seems like they kind of saved themselves at the very end. So that's for me, that's a good quality, is that they're able to finish strong, basically finish strong, and that was good. So I am enjoying myself watching these skits and that sort of thing, and really did enjoy. Took a while too, but I really did enjoy the what I'm gonna call the Beatles skit, just because there were so many references to the Beatles. But it's that mountaintop one, and I said Yogi Bear, so and that one saved itself too at the very end, especially when we got to the girl and stuff like that. That stuff, again, the very end of that skit saved it, just because I knew who they were talking about and what they were referencing and stuff like that. So I really enjoyed stuff at the very end of the skits instead of at the beginning and stuff like that. There were, a few exceptions, like I said, the werewolf skit, the sister and Carroll and Roger and stuff like that. The VIP stuff, that ultimately turned out to be funny. That's another one that, like I said, kind of saved itself at the very end, but it also was entertaining once it got going, kind of in the beginning, at the end of the beginning, but also the middle way through. I really like the accent that she put on for the accent that they put on for the Miss America stuff, even though the jokes weren't that hard hitting. They were still kind of funny. But yeah, I really enjoyed these 3 episodes, and I hope they do more music stuff, because right now it seems like the music isn't getting copyrighted by YouTube at all. So that's a positive sign. So I'm able to upload these quickly if they do continue with the music, and I kind of hope they do, just because I think it takes a lot more work and a lot more planning and stuff like that to actually pull something like just singing a song, but also adding in a play element to a song, just like with the very end of episode 7. But yeah, guys, that's my thoughts for these 3 episodes. Let me know down in the comments below what you think about this. And I can't wait to get into part 3, which I plan to do right after I finish recording this. So I will see you guys in the next part. Thank you, guys. Do consider commenting, and subscribing, and I will see you guys later.